Hey guys, so we are continuing on with the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blushes, and today's is going to be interesting because it's going to be bronze. Ooh, I don't know about this. Um, so the first thing I'm going to do is moisturize my lips with my e.l.f. lip oil in this bronzy color. Actually, that's not the most bronze color. This one is the honey one, but this jam one goes best with the lipstick that I'm going to be using because the lipstick that I'm going to use is called Do Not Disturb. And it's like a bronzy red shade, kind of a tough color to describe. All right, so that's why I'm using the jam lip oil rather than the honey one. I've got a little bit of eyeliner left from yesterday. I gotta go take that off. Wow, I can't believe that survived cleansing my face last night. So wow, that Moira eyeliner from yesterday, that's some tough stuff because I took off all my makeup last night and I just took a shower now and yeah, wow. All right, so next we are going in with the NYX Pro Fix Stick Correcting Concealer in the shade Pink. And Crystal, if you are watching, I got the witch hazel and the castor oil, and I used that on this whole area. So hopefully that will do something. It's worth a shot, I figure, at this point. So I've got no idea what's going on here. I hope this isn't a lymph node situation. It can't be an allergic reaction to anything that has to do with my brushes because that whole week that I was sick, I never wore makeup that week. So it's not from my brushes. I know that. Hopefully I won't get makeup on my new turtleneck here. But I thought that this would go good with this makeup look. And I bought this right before I got sick. And it was the last one they had too. And now I'm going in with the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence in the shade light. I love the smell of this. Be careful with this because it's really liquidy and runny. I was using it one day and it dripped down onto my pants, and I used stain remover, but it did leave a little mark on those pants even though I used stain remover. So just be careful this doesn't drip off your brush onto your clothing. Because even though it doesn't look that pigmented like on your face, and I always add more coverage, it's more pigmented than you think it is. Okay, next I'm going in with Lacura Bold Cover Concealer in the shade 2. And I'm hoping to go to Aldi today, and I don't know if they're going to have anything else makeup wise, but if they do, I will most likely pick that up. It's pouring. It's been pouring all last night, and it's still pouring right now. So I don't know if we're going to be able to go, because that area where that Aldi's is, when it rains, those roads flood really bad. I don't know if it's just like a low-lying area or what the issue is, because I don't think there's any rivers or anything over there. But yeah, those roads that go to Aldi between my house and the store, they flood terrible. Sometimes they even have to close them down. Just really poor drainage in that area, or it's a low-lying area, I don't know. Okay, so that's it for concealer. And then, because I don't feel like this is enough coverage, I go in with the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless foundation in the shade Creamy Natural. If you're not a fan of these longer style videos, you can always just push the button ahead if you want to skip over certain procedures or steps. That's what I usually do when somebody posts a video and it's too long for my taste. I'll just skip over. But some people like to see the whole process. And you know, you can never please everybody in terms of your content. So I figure I'm going to put the whole process up, and you can skip over the parts that you don't want to see. All right, so that's the whole process with that. And then I forgot to do this yesterday. This is my e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. And this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush. It just melts right into your skin. And I use this all over. I don't even contour with contour anymore. I just use this for the whole bronzing slash contour thing. And I know that most people use a cool contour and a warm bronzer, but I don't know, this color just works for everything, in my opinion. All right, here we go. This is the e.l.f. Bronze Bombshell Camo Liquid Blush. This should be interesting. When they're new, they're very hard to open. And try to scrape off the excess back onto the edge of the tube. Oh, that's going to be way too much. And I've got the e.l.f. Liquid Blush Brush here. So what I usually do is kind of stipple it across that whole area and then buff it in. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Wow. These they did not come to play. So I kind of stipple it and then blend it. Oh, that side came out much better. Yeah, look at the difference. And that was all just the size of the dot. Ooh, yeah, I like that side way better than that. That's too much. Okay, so should I do my powder trick? Where is my powder? Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out powder. This is actually a blush brush, but I'm going to use this. Try and make these even. Better, better. Okay, so yeah, I use powder like it's an eraser. It worked. Okay, now, Crystal, if you're watching, she asked me to take this new Moira highlighter that I got, Dreamlight highlighter in number 2, Honeysuckle. She wanted to see it applied with a dry, dense brush. So I don't know about this, Crystal. This is my Royal and Langnickel complexion brush. This is dense, it's dry, it's also way too big to use for a highlighter, but this is the only dense brush that I have that I could think of. All right, so you ready? Now, I don't know why you wanted to see this, but I personally like a wet look highlighter. So, yeah, LA Colors Base Mist Refresher. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna wet this down because I like a wet highlighter. All right, I'm gonna need this to be ready. All right, what did I do? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, see, I like it. I like that wet look. That's just personal preference, but I couldn't even see it when it was dry at all. I think I put too much spray. It'll dry. Okay, now I'm gonna do my brows next. This is the e.l.f. Shape and Stay Brow Pencil. It's just a wax. So I just run that over my brows. I'm gonna take this MAC Omega eyeshadow. I like using that on my brows. See how nice that blends? It's a great brow color for blondes. I think it's very natural looking, and you don't need a lot either. So is anybody out in the Midwest right now, buried in snow. I heard that they got, I saw pictures of Chicago and it was like tons and tons of snow. Part of this rainstorm that we're getting right now is snow in other parts of the country. And we are supposed to get snow, but not until Tuesday. And it was originally going to be a lot, and they downgraded it a little bit. The beginning of my brows is the part that needs the most help. Okay, good. Now I am going to try Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I had a Natasha Denona blush and highlighter at one point and love, love, love them, but never tried her eyeshadows. And I bought this before I got sick at Sephora. It is the Mini Biba palette. So I thought that would go really good with this whole bronze thing that I'm doing today. Now these look very pigmented. Whenever you use an eyeshadow palette for the first time and you don't know how the colors are going to be, if you have any doubts, it's always good to do some swatches, because I'm looking at these two shades and I'm thinking, okay, one of those is going to be a crease color, but which one? Do I go with the peachy one or do I go with the brown one? Let's see. Okay. I would say the brown one would be more appropriate as a crease shade. So I just did a little swatchy swatch there on my wrist to see. Yeah, the brown one for sure. So all I have on in that eye area is that concealer that I put. Seems to be blending nicely. Yeah, I have been hearing people talk about Natasha Denona eyeshadows forever. And so many people say that this is the best formula they've ever used. Okay, I'm going to use this shade right here on my lids. So let's see. Looking for a, here we go, shader brush. So that's like a bronze shade. Pretty. Really pretty. Very light reflective. I like that. Okay. And I'm going to go in with another brush. And this seems to be a shimmery brown right here. We're going to take some of that and put that in the outer part of my lid area there and blend it right up into that crease shade. Okay, I'm gonna take a small detail brush and go into the matte brown. And I'm gonna drag some of that along the lower lash line. Wow, that applied way more cool tones than I was expecting, because in the pan it looks quite warm. But it's applying cool. Okay, now I want to use that peachy shade somehow. Let's take a crease brush, go into that peach shade, I wonder if I can use that as like sort of a transition. Yep, absolutely. Right in between the brow bone highlight and where I put the brown. Yes. Okay, very good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this e.l.f. No Budge Cream Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Plateau. And I'm going to take a clean small brush, another detail brush, pick up some of that on my brush, and I'm putting that on my waterline. It's a cream shadow, but I've been using these as liners. And once that sets, that does not move. Oh, that frosty bronze shade is so light reflective. That's really pretty. Okay, so we need something on the brow bone. I wonder if I used this. Yeah, let's try it. Let us try that. Why not? Yeah. Inner corner. All right. Okay. Alright, I'm going to shut the camera off and do the other eye and be right back. Okay, so the other eye is done. So now we're going to curl our lashes. That Moira highlighter worked great as a brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight, and coordinated with this look so well. You know, I was always afraid to try Natasha Denona eyeshadows because I was like, what if I use them and fall in love with them, and then that's all I want to use is Natasha Denona, because she seems to develop like a cult following amongst people. Once people start buying them, it's like they can't stop. But I get it. I really, really like this formula. I love these colors. Oh man, I'm so sunk, you guys. L'Oreal Panorama mascara. You know, there's a new collection that she has, the Mini Dream collection, and the blush is like a mauve, and the mini eyeshadow palette is like a light neutral. It's really, really pretty. I have never ordered from Sephora online before, and so I don't know how I would make out in terms of their shipping, because I have shipping issues sometimes. I made out great when I ordered from Moira. They had a section called Notes, and in the notes I said, this order must ship, and then I put which carrier, because sometimes companies don't give you a choice. But they shipped it what I asked them to ship it, because I have this weird address situation where my mailing address is one thing and my house is something else. So if I don't know who the carrier is ahead of time, then I don't know what to give for an address. So I just figured I would try it and see what happened, and they read it and they shipped it what I asked them to. So yay, thank you, Moira. Okay, so there it is with the mascara. Now speaking of Moira, this lip liner that I got, that I used yesterday, I love it, and I have a funny feeling this is going to be the type of lip liner that you can use. Something about this color, it's called Dolly. I have a feeling I'm going to be able to use this with anything I want to. It's just going to be one of those types of lip liners. I usually try to match my lip liner to my lip product, but this is like a My Lips But Better color. Perfect for my lip color. And the e.l.f. O Face Satin Lipstick in the shade Do Not Disturb. Yeah, it's like a red, but it's like a bronzy red. It's a warm, warm red. Very warm red. I just thought this would look really good with that bronze blush and this eyeshadow palette. That's it. What do you guys think? I love it. I love, love, love it. I didn't know how this was going to turn out because, you know, bronze blush, but I love it. I'm really shocked that this whole thing came together the way that it did. So, should I give my eyes a little bit of a spritz to really see how powerful this shimmer shadow is? Let me grab a different spray though. The Milani Make It Last has less aggressive sprayer on it, and you can do like more of a even application. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Really nice. Okay, I'm so happy with this look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you stuck around all the way to the end, put put an emoji of some kind that has a bronze color to it um, in the comment section. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye bye.